What is up, legends? In this video, we're going to share the top 10 chase cards in the MetaZoo Wilderness set. And I thought while we do so, we're going to open up an entire booster box and see if we can pull any of these today. Let's go. Now, if it's your first time here, my name is Luke, and if you like to collect shiny cardboard and chase nostalgia like I do, you are in the right place. Make sure you hit that subscribe button to come along the collecting journey with me. This is our second time opening up a booster box, so we have already pulled some cool stuff so far, but I'm excited to pull some of the other items on the list that we're about to share. So like I said, we are about to share the top 10 best cards in the MetaZoo Wilderness set, starting with number 10, which actually happens to be the Cumberland Dragon, which you can see featured here on the pack arts. And typically that is the case, that often the pack arts are the ones that people also chase within the set. So that is number 10, and we'll be going off of TCG prices today to kind of so these are actually in order by the highest price that they're going for currently. Oh, and look at that, there's Cumberland Dragon. Now of course, when we're talking about the best price, we're talking about the full holo version, so hopefully we can get a copy of him. But right now the full holo version is going for $12, and I do really think that that's a cool card. We've pulled one of him before, but yeah, hopefully we can see him again in this set. Let's see what we have in our first pack here. We have we got actually the Chibi Cumberland Dragon, the reverse holo, which from what I understand, I believe only comes in a reverse holo, so that's actually a pretty decent one to get. So it doesn't quite make our top 10 lists today, but it's definitely an honorable mention because that's a cool one for sure. All right, we'll stick our reverse holos off here. So now for the next several cards, actually from 9 until number 3, we're actually going to be discussing something called the Wild 7. Now the Wild 7 is a special sort of subset of cards in this set, and in Cryptid Nation 1st and 2nd edition, you had a similar thing known as the Obnoxious 9, and in Nightfall, you had what's called the Unlucky 13. So you had 9 cards in Cryptid Nation and 13 in Nightfall. And let's quickly see what we have today. We got a reverse holo Night Marchers, okay. And so, in Wilderness, we have the Wild 7. There's 7 cards that are special for one reason, and that is that they only come in a full holo version. Most cards at least have a reverse holo, especially if it's a gold rarity, but these 7 cards specifically do not have a reverse holo version. You can only find them in full holo, which makes them a little bit harder to pull. You're not going to see them as often, especially if you're not going to see a reverse holo version. So yeah, we are going to be chasing the Wild 7 today, and we'll share the first one of the Wild 7. Okay, first of all, we got a Snullygaster full holo. I don't think I've pulled that one yet, so nice. Glad to get a full holo. Glad to see we're not just clumping with a bunch of reverse holos, because that does happen sometimes, unfortunately. So Snullygaster is not number 9. It's not one of the Wild 7. What is one of the Wild 7? And number 9 is Stone Skin. Again, you'll only find this in full holo. And currently looking at the TCG price, this card is actually going for the almost the same price as the Cumberland Dragon, which is not one of the Wild 7. So Stone Skin is going for $12 as well. So let's go through this pack and we'll keep going with our list. We got Midnight Lake Sigil, Schmooze Token, Abandoned Silo, Anti-Potion, Friendly Snowman, Medford Schmooze, White Screamer, Boulder of Power. I feel like some of these I haven't seen before, at least I don't remember them. Heat Wave, and okay, we got a Frozen Spirit Sigil. That's the reverse holo version of that. Okay. So number 8 on our list is one called Mishi Peshu, which is going for about $16. It's a pretty cool one, a cool little mythical looking monster. And yeah, this is also one of the wild 7 that people are chasing. Flame Aura, Cumberland Spaceman, Idaho Potatoes, Rubberoo, Tidal Pool, Beam Up, Survival Instincts, Restricting Roots, and a Scorching Rod Sigil. Okay, that's the reverse as well. Okay, we're definitely kind of heavy on the reverses so far. We got 4 reverse and 1 full holo. So, but this is appropriate because number 7 is the mascot of the entire set, Bigfoot. Bigfoot is one that I still have yet to pull, so I'd love to see him today. And currently, the Bigfoot in Wilderness is going for $18, which is kind of low, honestly. I'm kind of surprised that it's gone down that much, but who knows, maybe we'll see it kind of retrace eventually. I know that Bigfoot was one of the most popular cards in Cryptonation, probably one of the top 5. I believe it might be actually the 5th most popular or most expensive. So yeah, in this set, Bigfoot is the mascot, and it is also one of the wild 7. All right, we got Ohio Grassman Reverse. Well, I'm glad to see there's some in here that I haven't pulled yet, so that's good. But man, we're still pretty heavy on those reverse holos. And so number 6 is one that's called Snipe, which is one that I personally really like. Haven't pulled him yet. It's kind of a funny cryptid for me because I remember going to like church camp and, you know, interacting with people from other states, other areas. And I remember people talking about a snipe and kind of like talking about it as if it's like this real thing. I think I described it as like a bird or something like that. I don't know if it's actually a bird in this set. We got the reverse Ozark Howler. But yeah, I just remember that was just one of those like pranks, like people would like talk about, oh yeah, you know, a snipe, like everybody knows about snipes, like it's almost like as if it were like a cardinal or something like that. That's how they talked about it. But they were basically completely trolling us back then. So, but obviously some people believe that it exists and must be an actual cryptid, maybe that there's some legend about. Nice, we got the unicorn there. Wildfire, Ozark Howler again, and reverse Chibi Jackalope. Man, this is a little rough on the reverse holos. Definitely have some clumping going on here. And sitting right in the middle at number 5, we have a card called Awful, which is a kind of a cool one, very dark looking. And we were fortunate enough to pull that on our first booster box opening. And Awful currently is going for $20 on TCG Player. So kind of one of the mid-level ones I think that you can pull. But let's see what we can pull today. Oh, nice. We got the reverse Cumberland Dragon. So that's pretty good. Obviously not going to be as expensive as the full holo version, but yeah, that's still a great one to get. I don't think I had pulled the reverse one. That one definitely is worthy of a sleeve. 1, 2, 3, 4. We got the green clawed monster to start. Hornet token, full moon, forest aura, alien intelligence, lizard people, Rubberoo Tidal Pool. And we have, oh yes, all right, we got one. We got one of the wild 7 in the full holo. Oh, that's right. And like I said, because I was mentioning it before, I'm curious to see. So it's located generally in just North America. It doesn't say specifically as far as the state. In tiny wording down here, it says, often thought of as a practical joke, no hunter ever truly expects to come across this Lightning Beastie. Unlucky for them, they'll wish they had it. Okay, so I guess that kind of lines up with what I experienced it as a kid. It sounds like it was more of like a practical joke. Yeah, and I guess he kind of looks a little bird-like in this one, but definitely cool. I like the design. Looks a little bit zany. All right, guys, that's awesome. Pulled one of the top 10 and one of the Wild 7 today. Got our unicorn pack art here. Fountain of Youth, which is a cool one. Cumberland Spaceman, Radioactive Hornets, Stone of Protection, Jane and Rosetta Vandevort. Interesting. Don't remember that one. And a Token Sitter Reverse Holo. Kind of cool. I don't know if they have that one in a full holo or not. All right, well, we are on to number 4, which actually happens to be my personal favorite. In fact, let's kind of pause our opening real quick because I want to show you, because I'm just very proud of this card, is the Dragon of Oconto Falls, which I personally think is the coolest looking card in the entire set. I think it's way underrated, possibly undervalued at this time, so it might be a good time to pick one up. Right now, this is valued at around $23. Can you believe that? I feel like this is just a beautiful card. It's a dragon. People love dragons. And yeah, it's one of the Wild 7 as well. And that is number 4 on our list. All right, let's get through this one real quick. Flare Shot, Matt Gasser, Mattoon, Unicorn, Cardinal's Edge, Weeping Black Angel, Hugag, and hey, Reverse Fountain of Youth. Okay, so there seems to be a little bit of a mix in here. We're getting a ton of reverse holos, but we have got a few full holos, so I guess that's not bad. Yeah, I think maybe we'll just kind of go through this one a little bit quicker here, just kind of look through. Okay, we got Rose Robinson, reverse holo. Let's do another quick one like that. And we have, okay, there's our reverse Living Earth Sigil. I don't think I've pulled that one yet. Just a very subtle holo on there. All right. All right, for our list, we are down to our top 3. And number 3 is one that has kind of surprised me, but in other ways, it kind of makes sense. Number 3 is Prism Aura. And this is going for $58. This is actually one of the most expensive cards currently in the set, highest value cards in the set. It seems like people seem to value it very similar to the Chaos Crystal. And it's definitely a really pretty card. It's a, holo almost all the way around. So I still haven't pulled that one yet, but hopefully we can see one today. It sounds like it is actually pretty difficult to pull. And that actually is our last one of the Wild 7. So now you know what the Wild 7 are. Just to recap those again, number 1 is Stone Skin. Next we have Mishi Peshu, Bigfoot, Snipe, Awful, the Dragon of Oconto Falls, and Prism Aura. Some very cool ones, and I think there are some good choices for the Wild 7, if I do say so myself. Yeah, that's one thing I will say is that I was kind of confused a little bit about some of the choices that were made for the Unlucky 13 and the Obnoxious 9. Mainly that a lot of them were not actually beasties. And I think people generally like the beasties better than some of the other cards that you can get, the auras and the spells and all that. So I'm really happy about that in this set, that the Wild 7 are actually cards that I think most people want to see. And so this is Chibi Bigfoot. It's another great one in the reverse. Still need to pull the full holo of it. Yeah, technically the Prism Aura is the only one of the Wild 7 that is not a beastie. And I think the other ones are, ones that people truly do enjoy and value, especially the Dragon of Oconto Falls and Bigfoot. Those make a lot of sense. And Awful. I feel like people were talking about Awful even before we knew what the Wild 7 are. And by the way, if you ever want to look up what the Wild 7 are, I want to give a shout out to MetaZoo HQ. It's a website where you can get all of your MetaZoo news. Jody, who's the one who started the website, has been a supporter of the channel. I really appreciate you, Jody. Appreciate the tips that you've given me and the just for watching the videos and supporting the content. It really means a lot. And yeah, make sure you go check out MetaZoo HQ because he actually has lists of all of the different subsets like the Unlucky 13 and including the Wild 7. You can also see an entire set list for all of the MetaZoo cards in each of the sets, similar to what you can find on the Pokélector app. So I really, again, appreciate Jody and the work that he's doing to further the MetaZoo brand. And we have another pink mess. Wow. But like I said, the Prism Aura is only number 3 in our list. We actually still have 2 more cards that are considered even better than what we've mentioned today. And you know what? They are the secret rares. So number 2 is one known as the Green Man. Now, maybe you've heard about this, maybe not, but this is the first serialized card in the MetaZoo TCG. It is numbered 1 of 100. And so, can you believe that, guys? There are really only 100 of them out there. And it is kind of cool just the fact that you can, know which one that you own. Like, I can imagine that if someone pulls the 1 of 100, like that card is going to be worth so much. And of course, the few that have been pulled, I think have only been maybe 2 or 3 pulled that we know of so far. I've only seen one kind of up on eBay, and that person is asking $9,999 for it. So yeah, this there's definitely a big jump between number 3 and number 2 with the Green Man, but I do think it's a really cool card. Kind of reminds you of the Jolly Green Giant. And yeah, I think if you happen to pull one of those, you are a very lucky person because very few people are ever going to own or even see that card. We got Rocky Reverse Holo. Dang, guys, this is not the best booster box so far. We're getting a ton of reverse holos, and some of them are good. Thankfully, we, of the 2 full holos we got, one of them was a Wild 7, but this is shaping up to be a little rough so far. So best of luck to all of you in pulling the Green Man. Yeah, it's just a crazy card. But believe it or not, even with that $10,000 price tag that it currently is, there's still one card that I would say is probably even better, possibly even more desirable than the Green Man. And so, number 1 on our list is actually the Golden Ticket. So this is like a Willy Wonka style card. It looks like a ticket, and it has gold holo foil all over it. And to this day, we do not know very much about the Golden Ticket. What we believe and what we're pretty sure about is that it's going to be redeemable for something in the future. Now, what that is, Mike Waddell, the founder of MetaZoo, he has not shared that with us so far. And I will also give a slight caveat here that we also don't know. We have no idea, first of all, how many golden tickets are out there. We also don't even know if there are other tickets of different rarity, like maybe there's a silver ticket or a bronze ticket. We really don't know. There's a lot of speculation right now that maybe you can redeem it for something like MetaZoo NFT, Yeah, I don't know. Maybe you get to spend a day with Mike. I don't know. It could be anything at this point, but I'm sure it's going to be good. It's also possible that maybe Mike hasn't even decided what that is yet. So guys, there you have it. You now know the top 10 cards in the MetaZoo Wilderness set. But I do actually want to give you a few more honorable mentions, because there are a few other cards that I would personally consider to be chase cards that are not as expensive as the ones in the top 10 list, but I personally think that they are still worth going after and worth collecting. And the first one would be the Fountain of Youth card. As far as non-beastie cards go, I think this is one of the coolest cards there is, besides, of course, the Prism Aura. So yeah, I think the Fountain of Youth is a cool one in the full holo, and it's worth about $7 currently. And another one, kind of along those same lines, is one called Germinate. And Germinate kind of looks a lot like the Growth card from Cryptid Nation. And this one's going for $9, so it's not a cheap card by any means in the full holo. And so, you know, I think that I could see this card possibly going up in value over time. I think just because it's very similar to the Growth card, I think Germinate is one worth holding on to if you happen to pull it. Let's go through this. Snowflake Token, Cosmic Rain, Earth Aura, Beaver Shark, Mogolin Monster, Armored Scale, Spirit Veil, Night Marchers, and another Scorching Rod Sigil. Man. All right, well, like I said, another honorable mention that I will mention is the Unicorn. Now, this is one that actually, I don't believe has a full holo version. It has a non-holo and a reverse holo, but even the reverse holo is going for $6, and so I think any of the ones that are on the pack arts, I think are definitely worth collecting, and they tend to be some of the more popular ones as well. So I think the Unicorn reverse holo is another great pickup for $6 if you don't get a chance to pull it yourself. And I think the last one that I'll mention we've actually seen already today, which is the full holo Chibi Bigfoot. Now, I actually still have yet to pull the full holo version of it. We've just seen the reverse holo, but I think okay, Jackalope, that's a cool one as well in the reverse. But I think because this one actually does have a full holo version, and that it's the, you know, baby version of the main mascot of the set, I think that this is also a really great card, and it's surprisingly cheap right now. I'm surprised it's only going for about $4 on TCG Player, but I would consider that to be another chase card. It's one that I still really want to pull, and I think it's a really cool card as well. So let's go through here, see what we got. Chibi Jackalope, Save the Holy, Heat Wave, and Rocky Reverse. Oh my gosh, guys. This has been so rough. Well, guys, you now have my list, but I hope you'll stay tuned, because what I actually want to do is end off with a mega stack. We're going to pull out the holo or reverse holo from the last 8 packs here, and we're just going to uncover them one at a time and see what we got. So let's do 4 different like so, and then this one should be our holo or reverse holo. And here we go, our last pack for our mega stack. Pull that out, do that, and stick that there. All right, we should be good to go here if I did everything right. Let's uncover these one at a time. Hopefully we can pull some good stuff in these last several packs. All right, here we go with the reverse Kindling Spark Root. Okay, interesting. We have, okay, reverse Black Dog. There is definitely some major clumping going on here. We have, okay, Starlight Sigil, Janet and Rosetta Vandevort. I don't think I've pulled that reverse holo yet, so that's kind of cool. I don't know if this one has a full holo version. We have Rubberoo reverse. Oh man. We have Old Man Winter reverse. Definitely a cool one. I like that one a lot. We have Petrified Wood reverse. Mad Gaster of Mattoon. Oh, and that was our last one. Oh my goodness, guys. This was a rough box, I'm not gonna lie. But I do feel fortunate that we at least got one of our top 10 here. We got the Snipe full holo, which is very cool. And we also got Snollygaster full holo. Now for more MetaZoo and Pokemon card content, check out one of these videos on screen. Also, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to support the channel. I'd really appreciate it. And lastly, I want to remind you that no matter what you're going through, you are not alone. God is with you and He loves you, and we do too. I'll catch you next time.